You can make so much money with what I'm about to show you. What I'm about to tell you, people paid money for, and they will put you in a group and put you behind the paywall. I'm gonna give it to you for free. And by the time I get through, it will be 60 or 70 bucks. Guys, hear me out here. In this video, I am going to take you step by step on how to engrave journals, but not just any journals. I discovered the best journal in the world, and it's a little over $7. You can engrave on any laser you want, but the laser I am using in this video is the Xtool M2, and it's fantastic. One of my favorite lasers to use for engraving journals is the Xtool F1 Ultra or the F2 Ultra, and they just knock it out fast. But in this video, we're gonna use this machine and run through all the different setup processes. Now, when it comes to color choices, the brighter colors, well, people tend to shy away from those these days, in my personal opinion. But you know what? We're gonna go against the grain since we have a big vibrant design we're starting with. We're gonna go with red. These are from Lonestar adhesive, and they're a little over $7, and they beat out the most expensive journals you can buy online. The packaging is very premium. Now we are going to place the notebook in the engraving area. As I put it here, one thing I want to make sure of is that we are lined up. And I'm just going to do the best job that I can here, eyeballing it. One cool thing with the Xtool M2, it uses what you call the ACS, the Automatic Creation System. It has 2 different cameras in it. So watch my laptop screen as I close this. It is going to take a snapshot and look on the screen here. That took just a second, and we have a perfect view of what we're looking at. Now, the second thing I am going to do is to measure this. I'm gonna click right over here at Aim Measure, go right in the middle. If you look, this measures, and that thing is just so fast. Those gantries used to be so slow, now they're speeding them up. I'll have to go fast. And for your bonus tip, design. Find your niche. Number 1, we could go with religion. Number 2, we could go with motivational, which ties into religion. Number 3, we can go sports. Number 4, we can go super simple and put a name on here, but we're gonna go with something a little bit more out there. If you don't know where to get your designs, I recommend making them in Canva. You have a free version and a paid version, and you also have websites like Etsy, which you pay for. You can type in inspirational SVG files or something like that, and you're gonna come up with all sorts of files here. I do recommend SVG files if you can, because they have the highest quality and already have a transparent layer. Now, I'm bringing over a design here that I got on Etsy, and I am just going to take up a lot of space to see how the quality of engraving is. As far as the settings go, I'm adjusting this manually. Normally, I would hit the 1-click settings, but I am on the beta software. I am going to go at 80 on the power, and the speed, I'm gonna put this around 200. Now, since I have a 10 watt, it is gonna take me just a little bit longer. Lines per centimeter, usually the higher you go, the better it is, but I think I'm gonna leave it at 100. I'm guessing on the settings here, so hopefully I won't mess it up too much. Now, we're looking at 17 minutes and 45 seconds. If I was on my F2 Ultra, oh gosh, I could get this done in like 2 minutes or so, 2 to 3 minutes. I have my AP2 purifier behind me. I'm going to turn on. You're gonna hear it, and this is gonna help pull all the fumes out of here. I hope the settings are right, because I haven't done the journal on here before. Here we go. Let me move the camera. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, that's looking good so far. Oh yeah. That is looking great. So we have the M2 going, and this 10 watt is just getting after it. Now, if we had a higher wattage diode, we could go much faster. But a trade-off with the 10 watt is the spot size. You can get much finer detail with a 10 watt than you can get with a 20 and 40 watt because of dot size. I don't want to get too crazy analytical for you guys and nerd out on you, but if I were to do a detail engraving, that 10 watt will outperform the 20 and 40 watt. Wow. 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 That looks good. And no worries on the soot. We are going to do a dry wipe, and then we will do a wet one. Oh yeah, that's cleaning up nicely. Looky there. My gosh, that's looking amazing. Come on. Wow. Wow. I am so excited how this turned out. I mean, look at the quality. I'm gonna tell you guys, I have engraved a lot of journals, and these leatherette ones from Lonestar Adhesive are so good. Now, I am going to put a shameless plug into this. You can find these in my link below and use the code MATT10 for 10% off. Now, right now, they can't do 10% off the journals because they are already at a low price, but they have a ton of other items you can save money on. I think these bottle openers were on sale for around $3 a piece, and these are premium leatherette and strong. You have these leather flasks, which beats out anything you can buy on Temu or Amazon. I'm telling you that right now. So I promise I'm not trying to be a shill for them. It's just like, where have you been all my life, Lonestar? Come on. You guys go check them out. I will post my links below to all the items. And remember, MATT10 gets you 10% off almost everything. Now let's try a smaller journal that I got off of Temu. And I'm gonna show you how to sell these next. You can see that we have the journal on here with my name. As far as placement, I can make it much smaller and put it in the corner, or I can turn it, which I think I'm gonna do, and put it right along the spine here and make it much larger. But something we need to discuss is font choices, and just hang with me here. So right here we have the regular Lato font. But I want to show you something. Let's just say, for instance, I do this Alex brush. This is a nice cursive script font, and it screams elegance. It's something you would want to put on higher end items. If I were to go over and just put something like this, it doesn't look as professional, right? So whatever the purpose is, you want to theme it accordingly. And this is more of an elegant style, not as, if I can use the word, feminine. Now we can go with something a little out there like this. This is a Western theme. For the sake of the video, I am going to go with the Academy font here. Normally, I don't put names this big, but since we're putting it on the side, that is going to look super good. We're gonna go at 80 on the power, 300 speed. We're gonna run it. Wow, look at this. Come on, perfect. So when you think about niching things down and actually selling these, we have motivational quotes, we have a name, and we have a printed image that I messed up, which the client still wants and she loved. So, but that's not the end game. What if we were to bundle this and make more money? We can get some pins. Let's stick one in here and engrave it. These are a little cheaper, and you can throw them in as an extra thank you, but if you did want to upsell, they make pins like this. Now, these are available on Temu, Amazon, AliExpress. When you open it up, voila. There is your pin right there, and it's much more premium. And you can do another upsell if you did want to engrave the box. So everything is ultra customized. Now, to engrave pins, you need a jig. I got this one on Etsy, but I recommend downloading files if you have a laser and building one yourself. When you get a bundle like this all packaged perfectly, people will pay for that. So real talk, how do you actually market and price these? What I'm about to tell you, people pay money for, and they will put you in a group and put you behind the paywall. I'm gonna give it to you for free. So hang out with me for a second, and I'll promise you, you will be on your way to making money. And that's not a blind promise because I do it myself. If I were you, this is what I would do. This leatherette journal was $7.50. Now, if I were to do a name or simple quote, the sale price would be $24.99, and the net profit is $17.49. Now, if I were to add a name plus a quote or a logo, the sale price would jump up to $30, leaving you a net profit of $22.49. Now, if you were to do business logos for bigger companies and doing bulk orders, you can bump your price up to $34.99, leaving you a net profit of $27.49. But keep in mind, with bulk orders, a lot of people actually shoot lower than the standard price since you're doing so many, so you need to weigh that option out. My realistic expectation is $29.99. This feels profitable and reasonable and fair, right? And keep in mind, you may not be like connected with a journal right now, but other people are. You need to start making what people want and not what you want. And I hope you caught that. I got on Temu and I got these little felt journals for about $10 for 8 of them, and they actually came with a little cheap pin, which is cool. Now, if it's $10 for 8 of these, this is about $1.25 a piece. Now, for a mini journal with a name, I would put the sale price at $9.99, which would put the net profit at $8.74. Now, if I were to do a quote with a name, the price jumps up to $12.99, which leaves me a net profit of $11.74. By the way, these cheap bamboo pens are around $16 for 100, so they're about 16 cents a piece. Now, if you were to bundle this pen with a journal like this, I would call it a $3 add-on, which leaves you a net profit of $2.84 with this pen. I hope you're catching all the numbers here. If you need to pause and back it up a few seconds to really grasp this, that is all right. Just hang with me here. Now we are about to start getting into some money here, and this is what people like, especially around birthdays and Christmas times. I got this premium pen and pen box on Temu for about $9. But if I were to engrave the pen and put it inside of this box right here, no engraving on the box yet, the price is $34.99, which would leave you a net profit of $25.99, okay? Now, if you were to engrave the pen and the box itself like this, I mean, who doesn't want this sitting on their office desk? This looks amazing. I would put the sale price of this at $44.99, leaving the net profit of $35.99 for both the pen and the box engraving. My realistic recommendation here is $34.99 for a pen in the box and $44.99 if the box is engraved too. You're getting close to $50 with only $9 invested, guys. This box is where the perceived value jumps. Now, for a clean upsell ladder on anything you do, including tumblers, tell them that, hey, I have a mini journal and a cheap pen for like a starter gift for $15. You get this engraved journal and this pen. The net profit is $13.58. For the next upsell, tell them that you have a nicer personal leatherette journal for $29.99, which leaves you at a $22.49 profit. Now with this leatherette journal and the cheap pen, it comes to $34.99, leaving you at a $27.33 profit. Now if you were to say you had the executive gift set, which includes the journal, which is engraved, and the premium pen and the engraved box, like everything's engraved right here, the price is $69.99, leaving you at a profit of $53.49. Now here's the thing, would you pay $53.49 for what I'm holding right here? You may not, but other people will, and this is why you need to capitalize on birthdays, special occasions, and things like this, which leads me to my next point. Don't sell these as engraved journals, sell them as personalized gifts that actually gets opened up every day. Now the big angle is this, most custom gifts sit on the shelf, but this one, it's used every day, right? Hey, get on ChatGPT and do you some marketing. Use it. I mean, make sure you put your own flair on there. I know I'm telling you to use AI, but never come across robotic. Like, let it prompt you some ideas, all right? So to give you some ideas, I'm gonna read from my laptop here. For businesses, put your logo on something your client will actually keep. For churches and religious organizations, custom journals for Bible study groups, women's conferences, devotionals. I mean, that's really cool. Now for weddings, watch this. Bridesmaids journals, vows, thank you gifts, or guest notes. For graduation, name, class, year, and a quote that actually means something. Imagine someone comes to you and wants custom engraved wine glasses for their wedding. Say, hey, I have these mini journals. I don't know how many guests that you plan to attend, but you can get this as an add-on for all the guests that's showing up. Let's say someone has 150 or 200. Say I will do 200 at this price and it will have your name on there. Every guest has a cheap gift they can leave with. They will have a part of your wedding that stays with them, and that's going to impact them. Imagine going to a wedding and getting a cool little mini journal. I mean, people spend way more on stupid decorations and flowers for each individual table. Why can't you make some money with a journal? I hope you caught what I said. I'm giving you guys some gold here, and I'm not trying to be narcissistic or a know-it-all. What I just told you will sell. Please obey me. I promise you can do this. Now, I would normally put this on a script and talk to you, but I'm going to tell you this the way I have it written out. Here are why journals are sneaky profitable. The leatherette journal cost me $7.50, and if I sell it for $29.99, I'm making about $22 before fees and packaging. But the real money is in the bundle. At a cheap engraved pen, and now it feels like a gift set. At a premium pen and in an engraved box, and this suddenly goes from a $30 journal to a $60 or $70 personalized gift. Now that's the truth. The journal gets them interested, but the bundle is what makes them money. Now guys, that was a lot, and people will try to sell you a book with that information in it, and I gave it to you for free. All right? you guys take this and do something with it. And if you hung around to this point, good for you. You got this. Whatever business is in your heart to do, you can do it. Now, I will tell you, I will have all of the links below. Influencer warning, they're affiliate links, right? But you can save money on this when it comes to the launch period. Just keep an eye out for that. If you want to look at the other lasers I've used, I have engraved a ton of journals with all of them. All of them work really good. So you guys do your research and watch this next video to find out which laser is right for you. The best prices will be listed below, and if you check out Lonestar Adhesive, I would appreciate if you use my links and just put a bookmark on my link. So you guys take care, and I'll see you next time.